We almost made it. Up to this point, our worst snowfall was almost 2 months ago when 4 inches graced our grounds. Now, after we were teased into thinking spring was on its way, we get smacked with the first major storm of the season. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dennis Bounds. It is being called one of the worst storms in state history. For most of today, snow has been coming down at the rate of 1 inch per hour, and that has been combined with high winds. Needless to say, the blizzard has caused a lot of problems. Some areas of the state are virtually closed. As Pat Milan tells us, anyone outside today had a very tough time getting from point A to point B.
Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport is as good a barometer of a storm as anything. With a reputation of having the best snow removal team in the world, if they can't remain open, chances are very little, if anything else, can either. Snow and blowing snow covered the runways faster than removal crews could move it. And with visibility at 3/16 of a mile, all flights are on hold. But the airport remains open with landings and takeoffs left to pilots' discretion. Out on the road, driving conditions are horrible, and they will get worse before the night is over. All throughout metropolitan highways, cars have been left abandoned, and in some cases right in the middle of the street. Highways that are not closed are in many cases blocked.
Well, they're terrible. I don't think anybody should be out driving today, especially if you see the car right here. It's stuck right in the middle of a lane of traffic sideways. They plow the roads, but they're not doing any good. They're blowing right back over again.
There is an unusually heavy amount of traffic on all city streets and highways. And while motorists have been warned to stay off the roads, people continue to take their chances. And those who are not on the road are trying to get out there.
I think we should wait till tomorrow.
That is the best advice anyone can follow at this point. Cabs are slow to respond. AAA is busy handling hundreds of calls. But unbelievably, MTC buses are running on all routes. MTC officials tell us this afternoon only 5 buses have been stuck and that all routes are running 15 to 20 minutes late. Most functions and meetings are canceled. Most of the shopping malls have now closed, and plenty of people are stuck, including 400 children in Brooklyn Center who are attending a bowling tournament.
It's amazing. Just 3 hours ago, we averaged 55 miles an hour coming down from Duluth. And the kids are just going to have a heck of a time tonight, I'm sure. And the adults are going to have a heck of a time also.
As of yet, there is no official word on school closings. Pat Milan, Channel 5, Eyewitness News.
The snow is definitely taking its toll as we try to keep all of our machines going, and man is having a little trouble bearing up underneath it all. Debbie Emblem was out today. Take a look at how people are coping in this mess. Debbie.
Boy, people were trying to cope. And to think that it was only last week when people had spring fever and university students were in their shorts. Well, people were out there shedding their overcoats last week, but today the reality of Minnesota weather hit home. Many tried to brave it, but they ended up snowed out.
It all began innocently enough. The snow seemed gentle, pretty, even worth shoveling. But by 11 this morning, a casual Sunday walk became difficult. And as each flake fell, it worsened. People ran from car to building. Some sought temporary shelter in phone booths or wherever they could. The wind did a better job of blowing snow than the best of man-made blowers. And young people ventured out to see if maybe it was bad enough out to keep them home from school tomorrow. At just about every block of every street, stranded motorists shook their heads in anger, caught by surprise. Folks at the International Airport gave up after hearing that flights were delayed or canceled, and some decided to brave it out.
We're trying to connect with one of our other sons who lives in Chicago, so we thought maybe we could be there this evening, but who knows? We'll just stay put and relax.
Many who didn't realize just how bad it was struggled to make it home. Others stopped at convenience stores on the way, anticipating a long Sunday and possibly Monday at home.
You expect to be inside for a day or so?
I hope so. That's what we're looking for. Stock up and eat and drink, stay home.
Well, we went out for lunch. It wasn't a good day to do that. Well, we didn't realize that until we got out. So what did you do, stock up on things for the night? Time to stock up, I think. We're hoping everything will be closed tomorrow. Did you stop by to pick up some food or what?
I just have some errands to run.
Well, some people are diehard Minnesotans. Of course, that guy had four-wheel drive. But most people who ventured out looked forward to getting home.
There were, though, some people who were actually enjoying all this snow.
There were. That guy certainly was. He had no trouble at all. I think most of us may end up not going home tonight here.
Well, absolutely. We can't sweep all this under the carpet either. We might as well live with it. Thank you, Debbie. Just how long will this last, all this snow, and how much more will we receive? Right now we turn to Dennis Felkin, who is standing by live in the midst of all. Dennis, I don't know where you are because I can't recognize it because of all the snow. Where are you?
Dennis, it's hard to actually see the camera, and that's only 10 feet in front of me. I'm actually just 2 blocks from the station at University Avenue and 280. Most of the interstate highways and 280 underneath me has been closed, and I'm kind of buckling here because we're getting wind gusts over 40 miles per hour. Dennis, we've had over 10 inches of snow as of this hour. As you said, it's been coming down at the rate of an inch an hour, but it's hard to tell where 10 inches is. Some places have bare spots. Other places just to my left have wind drifts, snow drifts up to 4 feet high, and it's still piling up. There's a big traffic jam behind me, and there's a number of traffic accidents on University Avenue. All of this traffic is left over from the Gopher game. Folks, don't do what I'm doing, and that's be outside. Stay inside where it's warm. Right now, we'll switch up to the weather room and KSTP Weather Services and talk to meteorologist Dave Dahl.
That's right, Dennis. We still have plenty of more snow to come. It is not by any means over yet across southern Minnesota. This is what the radar is seeing. This is a huge area. I've been working here at KSTP for 8 years now, and this is about as large as the KSTP radar can see, an area of snow. That covers all the way down in the northern part of Iowa, stretching through much of eastern Minnesota, but there is snow going on up in the northern part of the state. It just can't see it. And that snow has been falling, as Dennis said, at the rate of about an inch an hour. And right now here at the Twin Cities, 9.3 inches. Down in Mankato, over 14 inches of snow. We have much more on the way, and I'm going to give you the complete details coming up in just about 10 minutes.
We'll hear from you then.
Okay,
Thank you,
Dennis.
David.
Yep.
Police are warning you. Stay home. Stay off the roads. We've also learned that both the Ordway Theater and the Guthrie have canceled their evening performances. Those are just a few of the cancellations going on around the metro. Obviously, we are not alone in all of this. In fact, things could be worse. In South Dakota, Governor William Janklow has shut down Interstate 90 between Mitchell and Rapid City. Anybody who tries to drive on that section of the highway will be arrested. About 150 stranded motorists are being housed at the National Guard Armory in St. Peter this evening. The motorists were given shelter there after US 169 was barricaded for 11 miles between Mankato and St. Peter, and a snow emergency has been called beginning tonight at 7.